Brian and I have talked about it, and we've decided that once our country gets back to some sense of normalcy, our new normal is probably going to look very different. A lot of the things before this that we thought were important and essential and had to get done, probably going to be reprioritized, and our lives are going to look somewhat different after this.
Hi, Susie and Journey family. I'm excited to see how this is going to go, but I think the one thing that I am learning about myself is how impatient that I really am, and as grateful as I think that I am for my blessings, that I'm realizing my level of intolerance. And that is something that I've got to work on. So thanks, COVID 19, something new to work on.
Hey friends, it's Elizabeth. Listen, as far as how my life is going to be changed with the new normal after this virus, I am hoping for some accountability from each of you, but I am finding that I value my friendships and being able just to be together with people more and greater than what I ever realized, that I realize now that I've taken things for granted. As far as just convenience and being able to get in the car, go meet somebody for dinner, go for a walk, whatever. So my goal after this is, honestly, I want to be better and more intentional about being with other people and just, keeping track of each other, reaching out, and just being more intentional. And I really do hope that you'll help hold me accountable for that. But thanks, guys.
Things I like about the coronavirus are being around family more. I know that can be trying, but I've enjoyed it. The beautiful weather. It could have happened at a horrible time, but it did happen at a great time for that. And but I do miss being around my church friends and all my friends actually, and family, extended family. Take care.
Hi, this is Susie. I just wanted to share with you one of the blessings I've had through COVID, and that's really to reconnect with nature. It gives me solitude and sanctuary. It's something that I've always loved, to work in the yard, and I've not made that a priority the last few years, and felt like I could only get solitude when I was at the beach. But I've learned that I can have the solitude and sanctuary in my own backyard. It gives me time to reflect, to pray, and to have family memories come back to me, and it's been really cool. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Hey everybody. I know the coronavirus means a lot of different things to people. For me at work and my teams, we've been working really hard. It's been a lot of stress prepping our buildings for the coronavirus and dealing with the coronavirus. So I'm bugging out for a couple of days and going coastal. Gonna go chuck some bait at fish and see how that goes and enjoy God's beautiful creation of the low country and bask in that a little bit and recharge. See y'all soon.
Rodney Jones, Pandemic 2020. What have I learned about myself, and how has the pandemic changed me for better or worse? One thing I've learned about myself is how much I used to enjoy going out, and we would go out to dinner as a family, or we would meet in social groups like stretcher bearers, or playing cards, things like that. Really miss that. So how has the pandemic changed me? I wouldn't say it has yet, at least. It may over time, or maybe I just don't recognize it yet.
Hello, Journey class. Christy Jones here. I want to say that what I've learned about myself in this pandemic is I've definitely become more tech savvy with scheduling and having video conferences with students, as I'm a teacher assistant for Waxhaw Elementary. I think this virus has changed me for the better, as it's taught me to don't get so caught up with things that aren't that important in life. Thank you. Peace out.
My takeaway from this time is that it's just been frustrating, because I've wanted to pull my family close, and I have had to keep my distance. So that's probably the thing that comes out of this time.
And for me, it's just slow down, look around. There's a lot still to be thankful for, and we're very blessed. And we got a pandemic puppy out of this too.
So for me, this pandemic has been a lot like my cancer journey. Cancer sucks, and not any fun these last 2 years for me. But what I have learned is that cancer can and does do a lot of things to your mind and your body and your soul. But one thing that it has done also is strengthened my faith incredibly, and made me stop and appreciate the little things every day. I've spent the last 2 years in 4 surgeries reflecting, and have come to a certain peace within myself. And I feel like this pandemic and this quarantine time has just been an extension of that and given me more time to reflect and appreciate and just be. So for that, I'm very, very grateful, and hoping to be, all of us, be on the road to recovery with all of this soon.
I think there's a lot of blessings in this COVID crisis. I think of the psalm that includes be still, and I'm really bad at that. But I think COVID has really helped me to stop and reflect a little bit more and try to get outside every single day, which really helps my mental health a lot. Working from home and hanging out with Martin more has been great. So there really are blessings. We do what we can do, and I miss seeing people in person, but I think understanding things like Zoom and Microsoft Teams and doing that a lot more is going to save a lot of money for the economy, and just a little more efficiency. I think we run around so much getting ready and going places that I'm really happy to be a little bit more still. That's it. Bye.
So, what have I learned about myself, pro or con, based on COVIDing? Well, a couple of things. Number one, I've always sort of liked a good bit of time alone, but there are limits. It turns out mine's about 4 days. So, there you go. Other things. At one point, I went to 14 different stores looking for toilet paper. 14. So what I learned from that is that my ancestors are likely testing SMH to each other in heaven as we speak. So I've got that going for me. Other things I've learned, too much time homebound can be a little trying on relationships. For example, I know many of you think Elizabeth's up in Roanoke taking care of her mom post-rehab. Actually, she's been living in the attic the last several weeks. My last live conversation with her was something like, I don't really want to see you for a long, long time. So there you have it. It's not so fun, but we're getting through it, and we're all learning fun things. Take care.
Despite the challenges that we're all facing right now, what you can still appreciate is good friends, good neighbors, the people that you enjoy, and being able to be together and still being socially distant. All right. And 100 yards down the road, we have our wives. And we've been together a lot. So this week, we're together, but not together. But still together.
Well, we miss you. So we'll be glad.
Thank goodness. Blessing him.
Downtown Charlotte, 7 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. This is my story. Pardon my non-COVID sore throat, but and also the fact that I'm videoing while driving, which is probably bad, but yeah, people need to get back and drive, get back to work, rub some paint, people, get close, need you to crash, not get hurt, but I need some cars to fix. That's my story.
Hey everybody, I secretly, don't tell Pierce, have loved having him quarantine for the last month and a half. Even though it is his senior year of high school, I've loved having him home with us, and that's a real positive. Although he's missing his senior year, I hate it for him, but hopefully we'll get to celebrate with his class later this summer. But I guess if anything good has come out of this is we've gotten to spend some time with our family that we wouldn't normally get to spend that special time with. Bye.
One thing that we learned about ourselves during the COVID is that I really enjoy being a mom, and that is my favorite thing to do, and having all the children here and being able to take care of them once again before they all leave the nest has been a joy for me. I'm very, very happy that I had that opportunity again. I wouldn't have had it.
Something I've learned is that I do not have to travel as much. I wish I didn't have to. Once we go back to normal, it would be the simple trips I don't have to take, and I can definitely work from home. So I'm going to retire early.
Bye.